around 5 or 6. But then it keeps good volume through the session too.
He's trying to make a break, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna kind of go up a little bit, come back with a number one wick's gonna come back, and then we'll push up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. If it just breaks up from here like this, I don't really like that. I want to see a down wick kind of show me we're rejecting down first. Plus the hourly still has no bottom wick really, which is fine, but then I think the hourly should close, and then we get a good 15 or 30 minute to then confirm we're going to keep going.
Yeah, that hourly looks good on GA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see what happens. How'd you do this morning? I kind of got off before everyone was taking trades. Did you do good?
I didn't take anything until a short in the afternoon.
Gotcha. On GJ?
On GJ, yeah. It broke down. It broke down like it.
Gotcha.
12 or 11, something like that. It closed back below that zone, and I took that short down to support.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I caught the initial, that before that massive pump. Caught that little bottom wick for 15 pips.
Oh yeah, I caught a buy also at that second pump, that retest off of that 1 hour gladiator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that thing was a monster. What up, Janelle?
Do you trade Friday mornings, Paul?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yep.
What's the sudden change from GG to GA?
I just don't like where GJ's at.
Yeah, GG is just stuck in a little consolidation range type of thing.
A big 4-hour daily one. I just don't. It's just
the previous 4 hour, right? The massive wick.
It's been just really difficult all week, and GA's had some really good moves, and it's finally back to normal. So GA was my favorite for Asian sessions. So just going back to the roots a little bit, I guess.
GA doesn't have those crazy moves and the spreads anymore.
What's up?
I said GA doesn't have those crazy moves or those crazy spreads anymore.
Spreads are down to normal.
Yeah, because I know, like, what was it, a couple weeks ago, they were like still at like 10, 20 pips.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's between like 2 and 3 for me, so not bad.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And it's had much better moves. But yeah, it seems back to normal. Yo, yo. Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of chart time, Sam. I think everyone's been just putting in the hours. There's nothing else to do but gotta step away.
Yeah, I think GJ is just a no-go for tonight. Even excluding the range, they're yellow floaters, but there's going to be 3 news events tonight for GJ.
Yeah, not a fan.
GG on the 4 hour just looks like shit.
Yeah, just a bunch of sideways movement.
Yeah, and just massive wicks with that sideways movement.
That too.
Hey, Paul, can you pull up Euro JPY real quick so I can kind of show you what I'm looking at?
Yep, 1 second.
All right, I'm gonna annotate real quick. So basically, what I'm looking at. All right, so this is the previous 4-hour high up here. This is just some support we have created. This is the previous 4-hour wick to fill. I think if we get a close below this right here, this support, this is going to be a clean move down.
Totally agree.
That's why I was asking if you consider past support levels, even though you've had a clean move through it. So that's why I was asking.
Yep, no, I would consider target being somewhere in these wicks down here.
Gotcha. Kind of liking this song or this instrumental, whatever it is. Just jamming over here, dude.
Bet you are, you little rapper.
Man, I need to find a good playlist for trading, cause my music taste while trading is like so specific. Like it can't be too loud. It can't be too like just crazy. Like I don't like listening to rap or like rock or anything like that. It has to be like beats mainly. You know, like you listen to.
Mhm. I mean, that's just what I have to listen to. I don't listen to it by choice.
Yeah, I would, if I, honestly, I might just listen to orchestra or something.
If I could, I'd have Sam Hunt or Thomas Rhett on.
Hey, bro, once their stream hits like 10,000 views, you know, you can hit up some rappers and be like, give me that copyright, dude.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, GA spreads back to 2 now, so that's good.
Does your MT4 have a gap for GA?
Not a gap, but it looks a little funky. There's like a bearish candle that has a body that goes higher than it should.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I'm going to use TradingView for the close, and then I'll just wait for a high on MT4. So I'd expect or hope this one closes above. Next one will kind of also close above, and then the next one will wick down, tap here. We'll kind of close bullish in this area, and then we'll come up. Because we don't have a 30-minute close above here yet, and kind of what I'm waiting for is that close and then the new high. But then we'll have an hourly open, so we'll probably have some pullback. So Monty talks great things about me, oh boy.
About what?
Oh, someone said Monty says great things about me, and he sent people here, so.
Good.
Yeah, Monty and Rakeel are pretty dope.
You know what I realized about most traders
Is
that they are some of the chillest people in the world, like some of the most easygoing people.
Most of us, yeah. I mean, you
like
kind of.
you, Raja, Chris, like y'all are all just laid back as fuck.
I feel like you kind of have to be, because, I mean, you get a lot of like haters and a lot of like different opinions and like disagreements, or not disagreements, but like if I'm gonna buy and someone says sells, like you can't just like get mad at someone for having a different opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, y'all do got some balls though to be able to trade in front of an audience.
It was a little nerve-wracking at first, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, oh, I'm a live stream, boom, I'm super good. It was like, please work, please work, please work, and then after like a couple weeks of being right most of the time. It was like, yeah, whatever. It's fun though. I like it.
Yeah, eventually I want to get to the point where I can like start my own stream and like mentoring, but that's gonna be way down the line.
Yeah, so waiting for Asian Open, that was on GJ specifically. I did some like back testing today, not back testing, but just looking at this. GA tends to move right as we start the session at 5 o'clock, which is right about here is where we start to see movement. So GA moves really well throughout Asian session. So I think once we get the move, we'll get the move. And then this was open right here, so there's a little pullback at open, that's usual. And then continue, same thing here. Came in, little pullback into open, and then we continued with the move. So GA is different. GA is actually my favorite for Asian session, but once all the Corona stuff started happening, it was untradeable. I mean, I can probably find it for you. It was doing this.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, this is where I gave GA a break, and then it kind of came back to normal, and now I'm like, okay, we seem to be regulated for GA, so GA is kind of where I like to be at for Asian session, and then GJ during New York, unless it's looking like it is today. So GA is not a new pair. GA is actually the OG. We just had to give it a little break.
Yeah, we gave it a break as soon as it started acting like shit and started having 20-pip spreads.
Yeah, you can't trade that. I mean, we traded GJ with like 8-pip spreads, but that was...
Oh man, that was rough. I remember that. Man, this zero account with LMFX though is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, it's so nice.
Like USD JPY and Euro JPY, which are two of the three that I mainly look at, they are usually under half a pip spread.
Yeah, you can get really good stop losses with those.
Yeah, I might start looking at Euro AUD because everyone seems to be liking it. I'm just gonna keep it on my watch list and see how over the next couple of weeks it performs in Asian.
So I don't have too many pairs. No news yet on the 24-hour stream. Still gotta talk to some people, set it up, see when I want to do it, how I'm gonna do it and everything. But next week we'll really work out the details and plan it for the next 2 to 3 weeks at some point.
Wait, you're doing a 24-hour stream?
I'm thinking, yeah, we'll do one time, just 24 hours, trade every setup we get that fits the rules, and
oh, you're gonna have like a trading day?
Yeah, just see what happens. Yeah, totally for entertainment, 100%. But just see what happens.
Hey, Paul.
Yep.
I got a quick question. This is just like a hypothetical situation. So pretend, what was I gonna say? So pretend we were more into the Asian session, like the Asian Open happened and everything, right? Well, this would be like a perfect setup, like right around here, right? When the 30-minute broke the previous 30-minute, right? Because it created a lower high. I suck at drawing. It created a lower high from like down here. This was like the lowest point, and then this was like the second lowest, like the new lower high. Then I mean higher low. Yep. So that would be like a perfect entry, right? Yep. Okay. I just want to know.
Yep. The only thing, besides the session not really being started and the spreads being too high, it's kind of hit a resistance like 3 times up there. So I think waiting for it to get above there would be better. But if it was just like, let me see, like if it didn't hit these 2 times and this was just like the hourly candle or 2 hourly candles forming, then yeah, that'd be perfect.
Okay, got it. because that's usually like the setup I prefer to, is like when it pulls back and creates like a higher low, and then you enter, because that shows like it's gonna have more momentum to the upside, and like these three bearish candles right here are just like the grabbing orders in a way.
Yep. Oh yeah, we're just making the bottom wick.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. That's the same thing when we look at like the 15-minute. Yep, that could be sells right there down to here.
That's not me. I'm not sure who that is.
But yeah, that's kind of the same thing we look at when the hourly opens, 15 minutes, pull back, create the wick, and then we push up.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like a trade that I prefer is like when it breaks this range right here. I rather have a like it creates like a bullish candle, and then it pulls back down to this range.
Yep, gotcha.
And then enter at like the break of right here, if that was like a bearish candle.
Makes sense.
Because that way it shows like the old resistance and new support will hold, because it retested it once.
Yes, sir.
I do think that it's also possible that when we enter this range again right here, that we could see like the same kind of momentum as we did over here in the same candle, you know?
Yep.
So that's why I think as soon as you start breaking highs and getting closes above that range, I think you should look at entries.
That's what I'm thinking. Excuse me.
Sometimes the only sucker part is like when you enter at the high, it comes down and retests, and you flicks it through the retest.
What's up?
I think he was saying like when you take entries on highs, like breaking highs, sometimes you can be sitting in drawdown waiting for like a retest.
Yeah.
Not like breaking highs necessarily. When you like break like a range, I would say sometimes. Like usually it doesn't happen. So it's like if we broke this range right here and we entered at like the high, right, roughly 10 above this bearish candle, like it does like a retest back down here, which is obviously not a lot of pips, but sometimes it could be bigger. That's the only sucky part.
Yeah, I got you.
Or like, sorry.
No, you're good. I get what you're saying.
Like when a fake out happens.
Yeah, I know all about fake outs this week. It's been crazy. Let's see here.
I don't think I got faked out this week. I think I got stuck in a range every week, or it stayed in the range after we like looked good, or it created a range after.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop. I don't know. It may be just this week, but 2 of the 3 losses are from 15-minute closes above or below ranges, and like it just it's always a fake out when that happens. It seems.
Did you wait for it to get past it, like above or below?
For one of them, yeah. I think we took like the same one where it was on DJ, 30-minute close above, made a new high, but it just ended up being a fake out.
I had 3 losses this week, and 2 of them was because I didn't follow my trading plan, and I was just being an idiot.
Hate when that happens.
One of them, I like shouldn't even be trading. It was just before like London session. I was like, why am I even looking at the charts? I was just bored and had nothing better to do.
That's where the discipline kicks in when you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can see myself like breaking right now. I'm like trying to restrict myself as much now.
You'll get it.
And then this morning, I didn't follow my trading plan. I was watching Rakil's live stream, and like for some reason, like I did not follow my trading plan. I was following what he did, and I'm just a complete idiot. Like I'm not gonna watch the live streams in the morning because I get persuaded too much for something that I shouldn't be taking for my personal trading plan.
Yeah.
So I'm restricting myself from watching the live streams now in the morning until after I'm done trading.
I would watch it afterwards, but if you get influenced too easily, I mean, maybe it'll help you not get influenced. Like, go and watch it and just try to only take your trades, that might help too.
Yeah, because if I took my trade, I would have hit 10 pips and called it a day. But no, I don't like listening to myself.
Yeah, GDO was pretty nice this morning. Caught 2 sells twice. It was really nice.
Yeah, I seen your souls that you caught. I was like, I'm not trading anymore, bro. Like it's like broke my rules back to back. There's no way I'm trading anymore.
Yeah.
I just hope we can end this week well.
Yeah, I think GA will be good. We got GBP news at 6:01. Not that it's gonna do anything, but you never know. I mean, as long as this hourly closes above, I think we're good. As long as we see some new highs created in the 15 and the 30 minute, I think we'll continue up. So like if this one closes here, and then we get a 15 that closes bullish, once we get that new high, that would be my confirmation to that we are breaking above this, because we closed above the hourly, and if we're gonna respect this 30 minute here, kind of like this candle, then we're gonna be creating lower lows to come down, and we'll be creating something like this. You see how we came up to it? This one never broke above here, came down, never broke above here, came down, never broke above here, came down. That'd be kind of what I'm looking for, but in the other direction. I'm going to do the same thing here once it tapped it last time. We got this big wick, which is I think what we're going to fill. And then we have lower, 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 lower support. Same thing again. So just wait for some new highs to create. But this hourly's got to close above this line first. It's kind of what I want to see. Nope, same strategy. There's no reason to change it when it works. If it's boring, you can leave. I mean, I don't know why you'd be here if it's boring. Yeah, I like GA so far.
Hey, Paul.
Yep.
I was gonna say, on the 15-minute, sorry, on the 50-minute, can't you say it can possibly also retest down here, where it's rigid line, because of where not the previous couple 50-minute retested, but like before that.
It could, yeah.
Because like the new hourly is probably gonna create a bottom wick, and then that could be part of the bottom wick.
Yeah, that could make sense. So ideally a bottom wick first, and then come back up.
The Zoom's quiet today. Where's everybody?
Got a lot of people in here.
Recently, I feel like we've been having like 60, 70 people.
Yeah, we had a lot more. There's a lot less viewers too, right now.
It's nearing the ending of the week. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I feel like they'll pop more in at 6.
Yo.
Yep.
I feel like this 15-minute could have been a good entry, but there's no bottom wick at all for the hourly.
My MT4 has one.
Really?
Yeah. I'd like this to come back and make one first.
Yeah, my MT4 doesn't have a bottom wick. And I don't want to enter if the hourly doesn't have a bottom wick because I feel like it's going to pull back.
Yeah, no, I've entered on like this week like 2 times on candles with no bottom wicks, and it always comes down to make a bottom wick.
I'll run to the bathroom real fast.
If y'all want to see a crazy ass range, look at USD JPY on 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute.
You said USD GPY?
Yeah, it's just fucking moving sideways for the longest now.
I'm gonna go take a look. That's 44-hour candles that are in the range for UJ there. That's crazy.
UJ, UJ or GJ?
UJ, 44-hour candles in this range.
Wow.
You should look at it. It's actually incredible.
That's a long range. 40. I want to see how many days that is. That's been in the range almost for 7 days now.
Wow.
11 days? What? 40 times 4 equals 100.
11 days on it.
No, I calculate to 7 days from where I went up to. Like 6.67 days.
Yeah. On GJ for sure. If GA
Who's
breaks,
writing all this?
I don't know. If GA breaks out, it'll be good.
GA on the 30-minute looks nice, but I just hope it creates an hourly wick for me.
Yeah, I think once it makes a bottom wick, it'll be good.
Yo, Paul.
Yo,
Yo, I'm back, mate.
how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yep, exactly, Jimmy. Harder the range, the harder the breakout. Mm-hmm. Yep, what up, Pablo?
But you got to get rid of this song.
Oh yeah, spreads jumped up on GA a little bit now too. They were at like 2 to 3 for me. It's at like 3.5 right now.
Mine are like, yeah, oh, mine are like 2 to 3 between that. But the move on GA is like a 20-25 pip move. So even if the spreads are 3, I feel like it's still worth it.
Oh, GA, it's a 43 pip move.
You have it at the, because I have it at the bottom of the 15. See the bullish 15 in the corner, top left corner.
Right here.
No.
Here. Or do you have it up here?
Yeah, up there. Sorry, yeah, up there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, 40 pips right there. So.
So even if it's like 3 pips, I think it's still worth it no matter what.
Yep, yeah, that means 2.6. Yep, looks like it's creating that wick.
Yo, Paul.
Yep.
Your thoughts on GA?
On what?
GDP AUD.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at for tonight. Was that what you asked?
Yeah, like, what do you think of him?
Oh, I think we're going to go up, but gotta wait to see. Look at that reaction off that 1 hour right there.
How come you're looking at this and not GJ?
I just don't like how GJ looks.
Like not doing anything?
Yeah, it's just in like a big 4 hour daily range, and it's just not really giving good moves.
Yeah.
Especially in Asian sessions, so. Plus GA's got super clean traffic and it's been moving pretty well in Asian, so we'll see how today goes. But I looked at the past like 2 weeks and it moves really well in Asian session. Especially this week, it's been moving pretty good.
This looks promising right here.
Yo, Paul.
Yep.
Just got a quick question.
Yep.
Would you enter would you enter off the 15-minute when he breaks this 15-minute wick, or the 30-minute? Because the previous 30-minute was a bullish close and it will be like a stronger confirmation. But the 15-minute would just be slightly weak confirmation, but I feel like it will still go up. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm going to take it on the 15 because that 15 pushed up to try and break the 30 and couldn't. So if this one breaks this 15, we'll break the 30, because if we don't break it, then we won't break that 30 minute. But since that 15 kind of looks like it maybe rejected off of that 30-minute wick, this one shouldn't break above if we're going to come down.
Got it.
Because it shouldn't go up, break this wick, and then break the 30 and come back down. So for me, the 15 actually tapped the same level as the 30-minute. So for me, it's actually the same wick.
For me, just like probably like half a pip difference, not like a major difference. So either way, it's gonna by the time I feel like I enter the trade, it's gonna break the 30.
Yeah, it'll be about the same spot.
Was your previous 15-minute a bullish close or a bearish close?
Bearish.
Okay. For some reason, my MT4 has it like a weak bullish close. Yeah, because I know Trading Views they shows bearish right here, but for my MT4 it shows bullish for some reason.
Gotcha.
Because it's usually been the same as like Trading View, but I don't know why it's different today.
Yeah, my MT4 is a little off right now too, but the candles are lined up now, but it's just there's a candle closed really. It had a gap earlier, so there's just like a weird bearish candle in the way, but I don't think it's actually in the way. It's not opened or closed in the right spot.
Yeah, I have one of those too.
I'm supposed to be, but I'm not right now because there's some technical difficulties, and I can't resolve them till the corona virus thing is over with. Because there's the Google support, there's nobody in the office to take a phone call, and they won't do anything over email to help with AdSense. So kind of just SOL till this is over. So I'm not making anything from YouTube right now. It says I have YouTube money in like the revenue area, but I don't know where that goes to. There's no way for me to access it that I know of. Yeah, let's get some more likes in here. We can at least get to 100. Oh, wow. That's why we wait.
I hope this doesn't just get stuck in a range here now.
I mean, it's in a pretty good range, but gotta see what happens. Either way, up or down, if it breaks it, we're gonna get a really nice trade.
Yeah. I'd rather have a breakup because of the previous 4 hours, and because on the 30-minute it created a higher low.
Agreed.
There's just like more confirmations for the buys.
It could be for you, Sahil. Yeah, it's not for me, but sells below that bullish candle where it just broke makes sense down to that support down there. But my bias change is at the bottom. Yeah, I want it to break above the top. So a close above here and then some new highs to be created with the most recent candles that close above. That's kind of what I'm looking for. If we come down, close below here and then some sort of new low created here to then take it down to here. But on the 30-minute we have some ways away, but we got some pretty clean traffic once we're below. 4 hours pretty clean from here down to here, and if we get past here we could hit here on the 4 hour, but we'll see what happens. Just gonna wait for it to go one way or the other because this changes the bias, so I can sell once we break out the bottom, and the bias is up, so if we break out up then we'll go up.
The support can still hold right here.
Totally good.
And if he wants to be a dick today, he can just come all the way back here and hit in and go all the way back up for the range.
Mm-hmm. So my MT4 looks like this. This is what MT4 looks like for me. So this is this candle. This is the 15-minute though. So this is the little weird gap on the hourly, but this is the 15. But on the hourly, this is just like a weird bearish candle. So once we get above this line right here, that is where I will press the buy button, which is right above this guy. Pretty much these two wicks here. The setting, it is custom session time zones on the top left, and then you just go to your indicators, type in custom session time zones, click it, add it, go to your settings, and you can display what sessions you want to see and at the time you want it to place that little bar. It's pretty handy. What up, Manuel? 22 from 400. There we go. Yeah, we're getting there. We've been getting some good growth. Raquel and Ted helped a ton yesterday, I think it was. They really helped a ton on growing it. So that was super, super cool. But yeah, if you're new here, we normally used to just stick to GJ. But in the very beginning, if you've been here since the start when we had like 80 viewers, GA was kind of the main go-to for Asian session. For some reason, it just moves better and has more volume in Asian than GJ. When GJ is doing what it's doing, especially right now. So, GA is where I prefer to be in Asian session. But if GJ looks good, and GA looks good, then I typically will pick GJ. But if GJ looks like crap, then I will pick GA and ride out whatever happens on GA. Because for some reason, I don't know why, but it always has better, bigger moves in Asian session than GJ does. I don't know if it's because of AUD or what, but that's just how it seems to move. I feel like everyone pops on around 6 o'clock. Might do 6 to 8 next week. Still not for sure on the time. 5:30 might just be too early still, so we'll see how today goes and then see how Sunday goes. Maybe do like 5:45 to 8. GJ broke out, really? Break out up or down? Oh, wow. GJ looks good. It's a good 30-minute close. If it makes a new high, looks like it did make a new high.
I'm in GJ buys.
Nice. I couldn't buy till we wick above here anyway, so as good as this looks.
I was thinking that, but it closed above 30-minute resistance and it's made a new high, so I've got a first stop loss just in case it pulls back, because it likes to pull back, and then when we get the volume, should continue up.
Yeah, it looks good. The only thing I've noticed with sticking to the bias like this is when you get breakouts like this, I've noticed more times than not, I don't want to say it, but when it's a breakout and it hasn't really done the 4 hour yet, this breakout ends up being like a fake out sometimes. But those buys do look really good because this was a pretty tight range, so the fact that it broke up and it's got some really good room to run, I think that makes a ton of sense. Plus, this 4 hour just kind of looks like crap, if I'm being honest. So I do think buys make more sense. Plus we have this wick up here, so we should probably go fill that wick. So I like it. If you're in it, I think it looks good. I'm gonna stick with GA though. That's what I marked up and planned out. So I'm gonna just if GJ goes, it goes, and wait on GA. I think GA is gonna give a really nice move.
Yeah, cool, man.
Harrison, did you say you're in the GJ buys?
Yeah.
You don't use the 4 hour bias rule?
No.
Okay.
Just purely 1 hour 30-minute resistance and support closes.
Okay, perfect.
Where the candles close, and then if they break the new high, then you have like a higher probability that it's going to continue in that direction.
For me personally, 4 hour looks so messy on GJ.
It does. 30-minute looks really good, but 4 hour does look like dog crap.
And like for like my trading analysis, like I look at 4 hour to see which way momentum is and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I got
To be
from
fair, I
the
put
myth.
less risk on this one anyway.
Well, that's a good idea. Because if it goes, you
I
still.
wasn't sure because we're in this 4 hour range, so while we're not really trending, it's still 50-50 on the higher time frame, really.
Yeah, because they can create like a massive wick and then just pull all the way back down.
Yeah.
Like how it did like 4 hours ago or a couple 4 hours ago.
Mm.
Oh, hit 400. Look at that. The chart looks good, Sahil. I like it. Perfect sense. You got stop losses mapped out. Buys above here. This wick gets filled. Price closes below. GA, I'm assuming is what you mean to say. Will come down, then you'll kind of trade it down to the range because technically that's clean traffic. It's just in a messy area. But if it breaks here, it should fall down to here. That would be the next area it finds support. This one, I feel like we're gonna. So what is this hourly doing? I think this hourly it's either gonna close bullish and go, or it's gonna close above here, maybe weak bears, and then we'll see a move up. Check out the 30. Yeah, I mean this one 30-minute could run up, close here, and then go up. But if it breaks above this previous 30-minute, I will be possibly taking a buy if the stop loss is decent. And 24 pips for 40, maybe. Ideally, what I would like is this to push up a little bit, close, not break. The next one wick down a little bit and then break, and then use that 15 as my stop to take it up for 10, 20 pips. So yeah, we'll see how this 15 minutes go. Yep. But if this 15-minute runs all the way up, I'll just wait for it to close and then take it on the next one above. Yep, yeah, he did share the chart. I'm gonna pull up your chart, Spike. Entry at new high. Perfect. I'm assuming that means you're in already. Looks like your stop's below here. Yeah, that makes sense. We should stay above here if we're going to keep going up. And then we should also see continued new highs as well.
Yo, what's up?
Yep.
What's good?
DJ's in another range?
Yep. It's been in a big. It's been in a 4-hour daily range all week, which is why I think it's been misbehaving so much and ranging so hard on the smaller time frames.
Okay. Are you looking at strictly GA today, or you got GJ pulled up too?
I marked up both of them. I like GA better, so I'm gonna stick with GA for the session.
Okay, cool.
I'd like this one to push up a little bit and be a good bullish close. And then we start to break either at open or 15 minutes before. And not just stay in this range. Yeah, I'll get you in a sec, Mrsa. I mean, it could retest. I don't know what time frame it'll retest on or if it will. But if it goes up, I'm going to get in. And if it just goes, then I'm in. If it comes back and retests, it should respect whatever stop loss I use. Ideally. Because if it's making highs and it's going to go up and continue, it should make higher lows as well. Which means my stop loss, whatever high or low I put it on, should be okay. On GJ, when it closes above or below on supports and resistances like that, if it makes a new high or low and it's not an hourly open to the candle that breaks, you have a much better chance of it continuing than faking you out. Because if you backtest candles that break out, you'll notice most of them that are fake outs, that candle that ended up coming back and stopping you out probably never got above or below the candle that did the breakout, which means there was no continued move up or down. So if you're in the Telegram, I posted an example of both of them in the free Telegram chat on what I'm talking about.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yo. What do you mean, Steven? The bias is just with the 4-hour. Support needs to form. Break, retest, entry, downside. Seems like you got a plan for everything here. That looks good. I'm assuming you're already in buys right here, or this is where you're waiting to take buys. Okay. Otherwise, close below. Resistance, come down. Makes sense.
I think GJ looks super clean if we get past this 4-hour here to fill that entire wick that we made earlier.
To go up?
Yeah, to continue up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to fill the wick, I think it'll happen.
Yeah, it looks good.
But we gotta wait for that bias to change once 4 hour.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I agree. GJ looks good. Like, I hope it closes 15 minutes bearish and just break the high.
Mm-hmm.
But that's something we always look for.
Yep. Steven, the bias for what I do, it's not the only thing you can do. It's not the only way. Just what I do. So I come to the chart, pull the 4-hour up. Previous 4-hour that is closed is bullish. So I put a line at the low that it made. If price breaks that low, then I look for sells. If it doesn't, everything above this line is buys. That is the bias.
GA on this 30 minute and 50 minute looks like it's respecting the support here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, there we go. Look at that. Wow. This next 15 I think would be perfect. So hopefully this one does not close above. And then it closes a little higher, ideally above this blue line. And then just a little bit in here somewhere, not above here. And then it'll wick down. Use that as the stop. Once it breaks, take the entry. It's kind of what I'm planning.
Because if you look at the 30 minute, it didn't break below the wick where the support was.
Yep. No, it did not get below. MT4 for me got below everything, actually.
Really?
Yeah, this wick is like way down here. But I believe, 15, yeah, it didn't. It just kind of wicked really low.
For me, mine looks like where the trading view is. Where this previous 15 closed. Like the wick is like almost to the dot there.
I'm gonna pull up this last chart real quick because I'm probably thinking we'll have an entry here in a minute, so we'll see, and then we'll open up charts after the trade. Range area, breakout. Perfect. Got clean traffic up to here. Looks good to me. Got crazy strong support. That is for sure. This wick right here was actually my sells this morning. That's pretty. I thought I was gonna dump, but it tapped into here, so I got out right here, gave a few extra, and then it rocketed up. Right, I'm gonna go pee super quick. Hopefully it doesn't run.
Wow. I think it's about to break that previous 15.
That's what it looks like.
The only thing I hate is the stop loss on this now.
Right.
Because I usually have my stop loss on the previous 15s and not the current wick if it does create a wick.
There's a lot of upside though.
Yeah, I thought my GJ was gonna run this morning, but got like 15 pips and got out thankfully, and then totally forgot about news, and then news came in, and I was super glad I got out.
Oh yeah, dude, I was gonna text you that too. You got lucky as crap that you closed your whole positions.
I mean, it was break even, but still, it was
Yeah.
wild.
There's a 5-minute candle, I think that went 55 pips.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, it was nutty. I was watching. I was like, "Whoa, what just went?" You guys all texted "whoa" in the group, and I looked back and I was like, "What?" And then there was that next 5 minute that went up again. I was like, "Wow."
If this 15 minute has a nice bottom wick, then I'll use that as a stop loss, but if it has a small wick, then I'm gonna have to use the previous one, and then that's like 18 pip stop loss.
Yeah. Every time I step away, it seems to make a move. How's this 30-minute looking? Yeah, not a fan that the hourly made a lower low and a lower high, but it's still not closed yet, so. Did GJ go do anything yet? Just kind of sitting there. Looks like everything's just kind of waiting at support.
Yep. But I think once it's that 4-hour bias changes and we get above there, I think it'll be clean to take it back up.
Oh yeah, for sure. As soon as it makes that high.
Yeah, you're right though. London has been the only session that's moved this week.
Consistently, yeah.
I mean, every night there's been really solid moves, and I haven't seen. Bro, I've sat through 3 New York sessions and haven't even taken a trade.
It's been rough. I mean, Rakil's trades I feel like have been more different than normal, just because the opportunities are so slim.
Yep, he's taken. I think I just seen his post. He took, what was it, 5 trades this week, and he only won. I think he won 3 and lost 2, or it was the other way around. I can't remember.
Probably 1-3, lost 2. That sounds more right.
Yeah, but that one trade that he won, it was for like $8,000. So that was the one that he held for overnight. So that was the biggest one.
Yeah. It's just been one of those weeks. That's all. That's why we manage our risk and don't overtrade. So when we have crappy weeks, we take a loss. We don't overtrade, and then when we have good weeks, we just kill it. Yeah, London's where it's at apparently. I don't know if it's Monty or the coffee or.
I was gonna say everybody's gonna be going to Monty stream now.
I don't know what's going on over there. What kind of magic they're cooking up?
G on the hourly just printed barcodes. Like back to back to back, just moving to the right.
Yeah, GA looks like crap.
Yeah, you watch. This is gonna break out in London again. You watch. That's what it's setting up for.
No, I don't know. GA's moved so well this week in Asian. I think we'll get something.
Oh, has it? I haven't looked at it at all. I just know it's moved a lot in London as well. So my thought is like if it just keeps ranging like this, even if we get a small move at the, like into Asian Open and at the end of Asian, I think it'll kind of wait a little bit and then London will push it again to wherever the target's gonna be.
Yeah. I mean that last hourly closed above the range, but it wasn't the strongest candle, and it didn't have a bottom wick, so.
Yeah, and the problem is now this hourly just made the wick below it, which kind of could have been like making the wick for the previous candle, but I still don't like the way that looks.
If it closes bullish, it's going to be one of those rocket ship candles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But I also created a new support here, minus support on the hourly, I feel like.
And the 15.
Yeah.
It's the same level.
Yeah, so that's a good sign, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, once volume comes in, maybe push it up, but.
GJ's heading up.
Is it moving?
Yeah, split bullish.
Oh, look at
Last
that.
7 minutes.
There it goes.
Yeah,
See how it goes. See how it goes.
right now.
Would you say to move your stop loss below this new low
That's up
to
to you.
manage the risk?
That's up to you. What do you think?
Could pull back more. Don't know. See how this one closes.
So you could secure something if you're able to. Tighten the stop loss to where you just said manage the risk. If it takes you out and continues, you could just re-enter once you have that confirmation to continue.
Yeah.
Or
Alright,
just
cool.
leave the stop loss and let it ride out. So either way,
I just want to see how this 30-minute closes. Because I don't want to be really sitting in a new hour.
Sahil, if you want to join, you totally can. But to get in Zoom, all you have to do is shoot me a message on Instagram and I send out the Zoom link. Oh yeah, broke everything. That's a perfect entry right there.
Yeah, I took entries on the break of the previous 15 minute on GJ.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I was going to. I just don't. My new rule is not trading until after 8 because there's always a pullback. So I'm just gonna wait.
The FTMO challenge is done. So I'm just waiting for the 10 days to pass. I need 3 more days, and then I'll have everything completed and have the account probably next week sometime. I'm not in GJ, so I don't have a stop loss. Yeah, I want GA to go up, but either way, there's going to be a really good trade up or down. I mean, if it breaks here, that's kind of our 4 hour there. We break here, we're going to fall down to this wick. So. Yeah, so it'll be, once we break there, it'll be clean down to fill that wick. What was it when, do GJ and GA, they go opposite, don't they? That's always what it did when we looked at it in the old days?
Yeah.
So yeah, if this keeps coming down, that would be good for GJ to go up. For whatever reason. Yep, exactly. What percent of people that take FTMO do I think pass? I would say 20 to 30% pass, because I feel like a lot of people just do it to try and get money quick, and they do it before they're ready. But if you know what you're doing, I mean, the challenge part took me 6 trading days, and one of those days, there were 4 losses in a row, so it lost. I pretty much had to start over after that Sunday to Monday happened 3 weeks ago. And then the verification part I did in Like I did it in a New York and then an Asian session, so like 12 hours. I did the whole thing.
Man, don't tell me that this last 3 minutes is gonna close in the fake out, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about, man. It's every single time that it comes right to open. I'm not taking it until after Asian Open anymore.
Mike called that right on the point.
Yeah, dude. This has literally done this. I'm not even kidding you. Probably the last 4 or 5 Asian sessions.
That's a good observation.
I mean, it could still pull back. It hasn't broken the bottom of the 15 yet. It's just like every time I notice that the hourly opens right here at Asian, it just seems to not respect what it did. But we'll see what happens. It could pull back all the way up. It depends what Asian pushes. If it pushes it up, it's going to go up. If it pushes it down, it'll go down.
But the current 15 already broke the previous 15 on GG.
Yep. Yeah, I noticed that as well. That's why I think that's where Noah said he got in his entry. I wanted to. The 4-hour flip is in only like, let's see, in like 5 pips from here. So if it breaks that, that'll be my confirmation as well.
Yeah, well, my whole process behind this was like, okay, so 15-minute, 30-minute, broke above, closed above resistance. The 15-minute came down, closed above resistance again. The closed below, the current candle we have right now didn't break the low, came down to the exact price of the low, didn't break it, flipped, turned bullish, broke that high. So now I'm anticipating that Asian Open's going to break the 4-hour high and that we're going to get a clean move up.
Yep. Yeah, it looks clean. I hope it does that, to be honest. I want to take a buy eventually. We got about, what, 5 seconds?
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Need to make that bottom wick.
At least on GA, it didn't break the previous 30-minute. That just closed.
I'm not sure what you mean, Mario. I don't. I mean, I'm working on the LLC and all that stuff, and switching over to a business account and all that. But I mean, I just take withdrawals and those sign-up fees just through like PayPal. So that was a really weak 30-minute close. Still in the range.
Heads up on gold sells as well, if anyone's looking at that.
Gold's looking pretty good?
If anyone's looking at gold.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
So we're going to retrace once more up to the upside and then prepare for because of the 4-hour supply as of now. And then I was talking with Ted, and he's waiting for the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, hey Ted, what are you looking at, man? He's just gold.
Shocker.
So I said, yeah, it looks like it's definitely at a 4-hour supply. It'll probably be screw around and just go ahead and retrace right up there and set up for the the sales to finish off the week and then close out. He's like, yeah, I'm looking at the same. All right.
Yeah, I don't even know the last time I looked at gold. What's your thoughts on GJ for the week?
I intentionally had a buy limit around getting ready for looking for buys as it's building hard support here, and it's touched down for the weekly of previously back in 2019. Just been touching. So let's get to see what the new candle does for the week, but keeping in mind in May, the monthly candle. I'm in buys as of now on CAD GPY 279. Nothing for GJ as of now for me. I don't like it at all. Remember, I think we talked about
Just
a couple
broke
weeks
the
ago.
high.
Yeah, it's still just fuck. It's still dancing. There are trades, but it's just still dancing for my liking.
Yeah, GJ's been really ugly in my opinion this week.
It's still doable.
Doable, but
good, man. I'm doing good. Yeah.
That's good.
I'm doing really good. At work here, finish work, easy. Work at a clinic here. I'm in the process of starting my business once the world opens up.
There you go.
And help people with their pain here in California, Southern California. And then I'll post up. Yeah, I'll give you my. Yeah, I can go ahead and give you guys the gold one, the analysis. If someone's asking for it.
Yeah, you can send it. I'll pull it up. And we'll walk us through it.
Let's do a 4 hour.
Yeah, GJ's like right at that 4 hour now, so it broke the 30, so I think it should be good. I mean, it broke that 15 too.
Yep. It should have stayed below this 30 if it was just going to respect the 4 hour. Because you had a bullish hourly close. Yeah, yep. GJ looks good. GA probably will come down. Figures the one session we expect GJ to just be shit. Oh well. GA will do something eventually.
And it broke the 4 hour high. Let's go.
Yep, that's solid, dude. So now I think what I'm going to wait for it to come up, make a high, come back down, and then I'll take it back up to the high, I think. I haven't really been doing any like breakout trading, so I don't want to take like a breakout on this 4 hour here.
I mean, yeah, that'd be the 4 hour high. New high being created is not a good entry. I don't know if we ever went over that, but entering with the new 4 hour high or low is not a good entry. You want to wait for it to cross it, and then more than likely it pulls back, forms a support or resistance, and then it pushes through it.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to wait for.
Yeah, I saw a couple charts where they entered at the new 4 hour lower high, and it just kind of didn't work out. The only time it works out is when it's like this. When the support resistance you're looking to get through to enter is right at that level, that's when it works out. But if it's like, if a line was down here, you wouldn't just place a sell stop under here. You'd want it to kind of wick through, confirming it's going to go lower, and then wait for candles to form how you want. GA closed bearish. Yeah, it just closed really ugly.
Yeah, GA looks nasty to me, I think. It's just super rangy.
If it doesn't do all session anything, I might just put pendings above and below and or set alerts.
Yeah.
It's like gold is.
Hopefully GJ plays out for those that are in.
Yeah, my target is, let's see here, 133.19 based on the 15 minute.
Yeah, that looks real solid, dude.
Thank you.
Who was looking for signals? Did I miss something? Oh. Yeah. I don't know though, because I thought I always remember everyone was always saying GA and GJ move opposites, so I don't trade off of that, but I could have swore someone was always saying that. You go, nice job on those buys, whoever just closed. Some sad, depressing music today.
Alright, how do I send the analysis?
If you just post the link in the Zoom chat, I'll just copy and paste it and post it up.
Does it have to be a link, or can it be a document?
It'd have to be a link.
Ooh, alright. I'll tell you guys what.
I can just pull gold up and you can draw on the screen if you want.
Alright, that's fine. Alright.
Mark.
I don't even have gold on here.
Mike, is Mike here still?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still here.
What time frame you want to see?
4 hours. Great. And I have a zone. I have a zone starting at April 14th for the wick, top to bottom, pulling the supply zone right across the area, more or less. Yeah, you can say it's a resistance or so.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the higher it is. Yeah, this one here, yes, the one on the right, I guess. Yeah, so I pull that all the way across, and then yeah, and then I go ahead and that's where it's the kill zone. So it'll go ahead and tap that. I'm expecting it to go ahead and visit that once more again, as it's just closed again from 1 hour, as you see. So it's fake the bottom. It went in fake sells. We'll go ahead and test that again for the rest of Asia, and come London, I expect it to fall. So target for falling is 1707, totaling 28 pips. Yeah, so just going zone to zone on this one.
So down to like here.
1707 to finish it off, or lower, but 1707 is my target.
Gotcha.
For that particular one. Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to do this tonight or tomorrow. That's what it needs to do, and it's planning on doing. But seeing the nature of how it's just building up as of now, it needs to test up there again. And this is the important part of entry levels, of getting your entries in. So I'll just pull down to the 30-minute and then just work it like however you guys see fit for entries. Closing bearish on 30 minutes and then all that.
Gotcha.
No trade if it runs away, but I'm expecting it to go ahead and revisit the 1730 area, 1735. And that's just a worth trade taken for me. So,
yeah, it looks like it's pretty good reward if you get it. You don't think because the daily closed above here that it's going to continue and try to fill one of these two wicks?
That'll it'll possibly do that. Yeah, that's why I'm going to wait and see how far it goes up. Because I know it's going to go ahead and find its way to do that. And it's always going to be going farther than you expect. So the wicks that will possibly be filled from the left to the left is just Yeah, more or less. Yeah, 1734, 1735, which would fill those wicks again. Got another analysis for you guys. Just gonna put a. Just waiting.
Oh, there goes. There we go. Oh, did I miss the 15? Oh, 2 minutes. Okay, perfect. Wait for this 15 to close and then.
Damn, GA is pushing right now. GA is pushing up and GJ is kind of retracing a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I think this GA's got like clean 40 pips.
Oh, yeah.
I entered off when it broke to previous 30-minute and just set my stop loss before that. But just a massive stop loss.
What is this?
It was like 20 pips.
Oh, yeah, mine would have been 25. I see that.
But I mean, like we were saying, like it has a lot of upside.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Lower lots, but more room to go.
Yeah, and if you're in like I'm assuming we're all calculating risk properly, so it doesn't really matter.
Yep. See, now what are your thoughts on this GJ, Paul, if this 15 kind of closes back in the range? And then I guess we'd have to wait for the next one to break it again.
Yeah, you want to wait for a new high. I'm waiting on this, so I'll pull that up after. I want to see how this closes because that kind of want to miss it.
Yeah, if the 15-minute doesn't make a new high, I'm gonna be a little worried.
Yeah, well, this on GJ at least this 15 pushed above all of this right here.
Mm-hmm.
So ideally, I'd like it to close above, but as long as we break above here, I think we'll continue.
So this one's going to close here, and then you take the next 15 on a break once it makes a wick on the bottom and then stops below that current?
More than likely, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't like that closed below. Maybe wait for this 30-minute to close above. But I like that it broke above, like this broke above all of these, actually. So
yeah, on the MT4, that's a nice sign.
So the next stop is up here. So we'll see how this one forms. If it gets above here, I think we'll continue. But if it's just going to stay in the range, it should stay below this candle. But before this candle, I figured if we're going to stay in the range, we would have stayed below here. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, GA. Yeah, GA. Yeah, GA looks, it's poising to, yeah, you guys are, I agree with you guys.
It also didn't break the support down there. It tried to multiple times, which is a nice sign. Like multiple, there's like multiple confirmation to the upside.
Yep. All right, I'm in. What? Where's my second position? Excuse you. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, that was lagging. I was like, excuse you, where are you at?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. We should be good.
What's your guys' target for GA?
Right here. 94304. Yeah. If it gets past here, it's gonna do it in the. It might even do it sooner than that. Shoot, I need to zoom out and.
It's going right now.
Set this target here.
Come on, GA, push. Push hard, GA, push hard.
That's right, it's moving.
Versus.
Oh, I already hit one of my targets. I didn't even notice.
Nice.
I just had it at the wick fill.
Damn, yeah, that was a quick 17 pips.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I came back and I was like, what? What happened to all my positions?
Yeah, I just seen that.
Oh yeah, that thing pushed up pretty hard. I was trying to just drag everything on.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's gonna keep pushing. So I'm holding.
I got in. I got in with you guys.
Nice.
I'm still holding. Yeah. It'll go away. It'll fucking just fly.
Come on, come on, GA.
Yeah, it's looking.
That's real nice.
I got my money on GA. It's like a horse. It's like a horse race. Come on.
Yeah, for real.
Alright,
Drop your bets. Drop your bets.
come on. Hit that 10 pip mark again.
I'm about to... We're at this 15-minute little support here. It's like a super small one at the bottom.
I just... What? Why didn't it secure? I just secured... What the heck? Come on. There we go. Now I secured 10. Jeez.
There we go.
Yeah.
Secured my second position. Let's go. Go.
Yeah, that was a good move.
That was like a... we waited for like quite a bit, but it was like a two-minute move.
Mm-hmm.
And GJ broke the 15 to the downside.
Yeah.
Yeah, GJ just has not been respecting. If it holds this support here, then I think it's still fine. It just made a bottom wick to grab liquidity. This could be that rocket ship candle. This is pretty much exactly what Paul was just talking about that happened with GA.
What?
GJ broke the 15 to the downside. Didn't break the 30 yet, though.
Hmm.
What's up, boys?
Yep.
Yeah. I secured right here just because I don't want to sit through anything if it doesn't come back down.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this one to push back up to 10 and I'll probably take it out.
But I'm pretty sure it should break. It should break this line you have up here because of like how much momentum and volume he has now.
Yeah, if it pushes back up to the wick it made, it's going to put me break even and then I'll probably secure. But I secured 10. I think I secured 10. It kind of lagged on me when I pressed it. Let me see what I secured. Okay, yeah, I secured about 12.
Nice job. Well done.
So then 5 minutes should fill this wick and continue. Yeah, I think the 4-hour target's definitely possible, but I mean, if we get 10 pips, I mean, you know. Oh wow.
I think it's gonna break it like it wants to.
It's gonna fly, guys. I'm still.
Yeah. I secured my runners just because like
It's gonna fucking fly.
I haven't had the best emotions in check, so.
Yeah, I'm break even, but it's in a really shitty.
Here we go.
It's in a really shitty spot.
2,
Come on.
1.
Run, GA! Come on! You're almost there. You're almost at the finish line.
Finger ready.
Come on! You're almost at the finish line. Let's go!
The little train that could, the little pip that could.
Yeah, my break even is like right in the middle of this 5 minute, and if it pulls back, it'll hit me. I don't want it to pull back, but it's gotta.
Yeah, I didn't leave a runner open. My emotions aren't in check, and I'm not. I don't want to, like, move my stop loss or anything like that. I just want to get in and then.
Yeah, I think if it pushes that wick and doesn't run past it right away, if it sits at it, I'm gonna just take it. But it's got a ton of room. What it looks like.
Sorry.
Just looks like it's got a ton of good room. 4-hour time frame looks really good to go up to 94641. Right, come on, pop. You're right there, girl. Oh, you little twat.
It wants to. It's teasing me.
I was about to press it and I was like, oh, it's got above, but it didn't fully break it. Yeah.
I just wish the stop loss was a bit smaller so I could add more positions.
Yeah, mine was like under 10, I believe.
Yeah, because I entered at the break of the 30, so mine was like 20.
Gotcha. Yeah, I use the stop loss of this big candle.
Yeah, because I used like the previous one, just because like that's what I've always done, and I don't want to really change my plan that much, and it was 20, so that's the only sucky part.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm there as a trader to have it under the current. Like I don't fully understand that myself.
Yeah, just once you do it enough, it's just like it's just like anything. You just get used to it, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, get up there again, so I'm just gonna take it if we get there again. This looks so good, but I feel like it could come down before it finishes.
Retest.
Yeah.
If anything, tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening, you'll wake up and I'll be there.
Yeah, but it's.
I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna head out. You guys have a good one, all right?
All right, bro. You too.
Bye.
I'm glad I didn't switch back to GJ because I was tempted, but I was like, no, stick to the plan.
Yep. Yeah, you got to pick one in the beginning and then just rock with it.
I've noticed that's always like been better when you just stick to one. Because they're not flipping back and forth.
Yeah, because then we would have probably missed this move. It happened so quick.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go, GA. Quit playing. Excuse me.
Oh, it's right there. I'm just watching the 5-minute right now.
That's what I'm watching.
What are you trying to take out at? Is that 20 pips or?
This second entry, it kind of lagged on me, so it's about 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because it shows on my thing that from that 15 break, it's already up 19.
Yeah, no, I closed the first one at 10. I had a 3-pip spread when it started running, so.
Okay.
I got one at like 17 pips and like 20 pips. 20, 21.
I'm thinking I might take GJ if it breaks his 15 here to the top.
Alright, I just closed on GA, and now it's going to run, so just watch.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. Runners usually get hit.
I mean, that trade took, what, 4 seconds? We waited 2 hours for a 4-second trade.
But that's the thing, you don't like once it hits like your first initial target, you don't want to sit through like another 30 minutes, 40 minutes with your runner.
Yep, yeah, I didn't want to sit through drawdown, so I mean that 5-minute closed really good to where I'd feel safe. But I mean a 5-minute trade, I mean I had 2 good trades this morning. I don't need a big runner tonight. I got 10 and 10, so I am good. And there she goes. Right as I close. You guys, when you come here, you just gotta know when I close my runner, price runs afterwards, so that's the secret apparently.
Like the streams, if you caught the pips.
You know what, GA. Wow.
Hey, you gotta be nice to it. It's gonna come back and.
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's perfect timing. Perfect timing. Yep. Hopefully you guys caught that. We waited. I mean, we've been planning it since 5:30, so played out perfectly. This one made the highs above here. So if your entry was on this candle above here, that's perfect. Mine was right here with about a 10-pip stop. And, I mean, it kind of messed up my... this is the idea of the chart. The entries will be shown in the picture. But let's journal this up.
That gets stopped out.
On GG?
Yeah.
But did you secure some profits?
It went up 3 pips. I couldn't.
Yeah, GJ has been
shit, man.
I thought you entered long before. Who entered long before?
My entry was 133.036.
133.036. Oh, okay.
Well, this thing's gonna run because that was a hard range too. Yeah, I mean, I forgot about that before I closed. Was that we were ranging so hard, so we're gonna have a good break, and it'll probably close above here, form support, and then continue up. But who knows? We got a good. What was that? A good. If you held it to there, you got a good 40 pip trade. So.
I'm glad GA is back because when we were first trading GA, it was always nice.
We won like every single day. I think we had like a 3-week win streak with it.
It was just when like all this happened, like coronavirus, and they had forest fires and everything. I got a question.
Yep.
Did the forest fires affect anything? Or because I know coronavirus caused all of the markets to not mess up, like go crazy, but especially for for the Australian dollar. Did the forest fire affect it heavily?
I have no idea.
Because like so many towns and homes were lost and stuff like that, which means a lot of businesses were lost, and tourism and everything was shut down. So I'm not sure if that also had effect on it.
It probably did.
Yeah, but like would it be large enough where like how coronavirus had effect? Obviously not as much, but like where it will have that much of effect on the whole economy.
I would ask Ted or Jevin on that one. That's not my expertise.
Got it. I'll try to ask Ted, see if he replies to a DM.
I'm sure he will. He might even be watching, low key.
Ted, are you in here?
Ted?
I got a question. Educate the masses, Ted. Someone clip this and send it to him.
Damn, shoot him a DM, and you're pretty sure he replies to everything as long as it's not like, hey, should I buy gold? Or something stupid like that. I'm gonna try using a long one of these, see how it looks when I post it up.
I got a question actually for you.
Completely out.
My trading view doesn't have this like text box like this. It has like this ugly ass just like obviously a text box, but doesn't have like how yours is like highlighted and stuff like that, like the background. Oh, never mind.
You find it?
Yeah, never mind. I am stupido.
Damn, this thing went perfect to target. Yeah, look at that. That thing is... Oh well.
I mean, if someone's still in there, eat those pips up.
I think if you definitely secure something now and be break even for sure. I think if you're gonna hold it, you got a good target up to 9.4. I'll check it in a second. 9.4641 was my target, but I kind of wussed out and closed it early. We got 4.2320. Asian ended on a good note. Entry a new high as always. So I don't know if anyone's noticed, but if you go back and you look at the losses we took this week, the losses we took happened when the 4 hour didn't respect that 4 hour bias. And then price also ranged, so that made it really hard to look for another opportunity. But every time we have taken the trade and it respected the 4 hours, it's hit TP 100% of the time. So, very effective. And consistent is what I like too. Because if it's going to respect that 4 hour, it's going to work. If it's not, it'll probably range or change the 4 hour, and then your next trade will win. So yeah, started 2-0, 2 losses. It was just really rangy, and then 2, and then 3. So you just got to know at the end of the week it's going to play out.
Is anyone in GJ?
Mm-mm.
I think Noah was. I don't know if he's still in here though.
Nice job on those pips.
I think he popped off.
Who?
Noah was in here. He was in a GJ, but he's not in the Zoom though.
I'm in GJ right now too.
You're in GJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in if it breaks his 15 here.
I'm in GJ as well.
It looks good. It's holding support right here. Just you got a wick to fill, so I think it should be good.
Yeah. Would you say a safer entry is if it breaks his 15 right here, Paul? If I'm not already in?
What do you think? How do you feel about it? It doesn't matter how I feel.
Yeah, my original entry was gonna be once we broke the 4 hour and we did break it. I had a feeling we were gonna retrace for the hourly, but now I feel like we're past the hourly pull back a little bit. So my next thing, I need to wait for this to break the 15 to get in.
I think that makes sense. Because you have the candle, your bias is already changed, so you're good for buys. A new high, ba-boom.
I'm just debating now putting stop below the candle breaks it or putting stop below the whole 30.
Oh my god. Jesus, come on, man. Killing me. Yep, so that's the trade I took, and I'm done for the session, but we can wait and see how GJ plays out. We'll give it 31 minutes, and then we'll call it a night.
Okay, Paul, I'm gonna head out.
Hi, bro. We will see you on Sunday.
Yeah, I'll see you on Sunday. I'm gonna look at the markets tomorrow morning and just see what happens.
Fridays are normally pretty good.
I know, but I gotta get my trading plan back to check. That's the only reason.
Fair enough.
Okay, peace out.
See you later.
The only thing I don't like is that on the 30-minute, it was kind of like a doji after it broke it.
Yeah, just...
Yeah, just definitely gotta wait for that confirmation.
Yeah, because if it doesn't get above that bearish 15-minute and it gets below this bullish 30-minute, I think it's got a better chance of coming down.
Yeah, if it breaks this 30, then I'm just gonna pop off for the night because then this will be ranging, I think. Oh dang! Yeah, it just broke it. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this straight now. You got out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. It's just like what I said earlier. At the 4 hour, it seems like it'll break it barely, just like it did with this, and then it'll come right back in.
Yeah, but it could just be pulling back to find a support to then further the move up.
Yeah.
So I think still looking for buys makes sense, unless if this thing flips. I mean, all of this in here just looks like crap. Personally, I would wait for the 4 hour to close before you look for anything. But I believe this 4 hours got a better chance of closing up here. It making that wick up could be the little cue it's giving you, like, hey, we're gonna close up here. Just gotta wait on it. If it closes above there, that'll probably end up being your support to take it up and fill that wick, because this was the last issue. We got above it. Next target is up here.
Yep.
Because this is your most recent.
I figured once it broke here, it'd go, but that's why I didn't enter because this has happened a couple times to me, so that was solid.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really. It gave an entry down here. Once this one came down, that should have hit your stop loss below the previous.
Yep.
If there's another entry, it'd be above here to go up to either here, probably secure something, and then up to here. The GA keep running. Oh, GA is gonna come back and retest. So if you missed the initial push, and that was literally just one candle. That's super awesome. It's
Yeah,
probably
that's
gonna
sick.
fall back, retest, and continue up. But yeah, GJ just doesn't have a ton of volume for in Asian this week because,
Yeah.
I mean, look at GA did the exact same thing, but it actually gave a move. And then yesterday, it had a pretty good move up. You could have literally bought any candle and been profitable until you came into here. And then here, you could have pretty much sold anywhere. Probably once you got below here, this candle would have been a good sell once we broke here to come down. And then your second entry could have been once you broke here. But like there's good moves in Asian session with this pair, like sells would have worked and then buys. But if you look at GJ, at least for this week, it's just been crap. Like bullish, bearish, like it came down, but like that's just so ugly. Super ugly. That was New York too. Incredibly
Hey, Paul,
ugly.
how do you get those your indicators? What script is that? Because I had one on my chart, but I like the way those ones look a lot better.
Just go to indicators, type in session time. Maybe hold on.
Session volume?
Hold on. No. Custom session. Yep, custom session time zones. It's how do I just look at the one I have like this?
Just go to your indicators and it should pop up.
Yeah, but it doesn't say who it's by, which is what I was looking for. Maybe these dots will. No settings. Nope. But custom session time zone is the one. And then you just go to your settings. I have a day separator, so whenever this is a new day right here. And then I just have my first session, which is New York. Third session is Asian. You can make it any session, anywhere. Then you go to style, you can set the colors. And then it'll display when you're looking at the charts. So when you come to do like back testing or just see what it is, you just know the only thing you would have traded would have been here to here if you followed your plan, or here to here if you followed your plan. So instead of looking at all this useless stuff, you know that what's important is right here because that's where the volume is, and right here because that's where the volume is. I think it's just being not nice because of the higher time frame looking so ugly. So then it doesn't have the power to move super clean in these smaller time frames. You go, nice job, Elijah. Yeah, GA pushed up pretty quick. Once it happened, it happened. So if you were in it, you caught it. If you missed it, you blinked and it was gone. There you go, nice job. It looks like it's trying to form a support here. It just hasn't given a good indication of doing that yet. What happened?
Really nice trade, Paul. I'll
Thank
call
you.
it a night. See you.
Yep, see you Sunday.
Thank you.
Yeah, GA might be the move for Asian session next week even.
I like it. It's always been really nice in Asian session for the most part.
Yeah.
Good trade, Paul. I'm gonna call it a night as well, mate.
Alright, see you guys on
Good.
Sunday.
Thank you, mate. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. Oh, beautiful. I remember this chart. You waited for that support. Looks like it formed. I'm assuming you took entries. And you're anticipating it to go back up. Makes sense. So what's this 15 doing? Yeah, it's coming back. This 15 closes bullish. I think you'll start to see your move. So yeah, I have TradingView just to mark up the chart, and then I use my MT4 on my screen to the right with MT4 up through the LMFX broker to enter the trade. Yep, I think GA can go up still for sure. It might just come back and retest first. GA spread was like 1 to 2 for me. Very welcome, Jane. Thanks for coming. How many people are still on Zoom? So I posted in the announcements if you wanted the one-on-ones to message me if you didn't see it. It should have gave everyone an alert. Mike, are you here still?
Yeah, I'm still on here.
Did in the Discord, did the announcements channel, did that give you a notification that I posted in there?
Anyone wanting one-on-ones?
Yep, okay, perfect. I didn't know if, because it's private and only I can post, but you guys can see, I didn't know if it was going to alert you guys.
Yeah, we got it.
Perfect. Alpo, there's a website on the screen you can go to. If you like what we do here and you want to learn kind of how we do it, you can go there. If not, shoot me a message. I have some great people I know of that can definitely help. Yeah, I'd say we do pretty well in Asian session. What up, MB? Yo, what is that?
I think that was my computer.
Jeez.
It said version update available and said that weird noise. That's funny.
That's up to you, Eddie. It's your trade, your money. You gotta make that decision.
Wow, TradingView looks weird. Watch GJ make the move right here.
There it goes. Thanks, MB. Appreciate it.
GJ it's just ugly.
The platform is Trello, and you can figure out how I do it exactly step by step. All you do is go to the channel. Oh. Don't know who that is. And then go to videos. And then I would say go to uploads. It'll be easier to find it. And then it'll be, oh, apparently they're all uploads. Where is it? Here we go. The how to journal your trades, and then we walk through Trello. I walk through how to mark it up like I do in my Trello, so that video will tell you everything you need to know.
Bro, that's weird. Like, GJ just, like, gapped a little bit.
Nearly broke the high of the previous 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna get in. I was waiting for a bottom wick, but it made, like, a gap with no wick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my MT4 looks strange. I've never seen that.
There she goes. Perfect entry, just like I said, right about there.
Yeah.
Boom.
I held that one.
I just didn't like it because of that gap there.
Yeah.
There's a gap on MT4?
Yeah, it gapped on. It's like a decent sized gap. It's like a pip and a half gap on my MT4. with no bottom wick on this 15 whatsoever, and it doesn't even touch the previous 15.
Let me check.
That's weird.
And you said that's on LMFX?
Yeah, I checked on my phone too. It's got the same thing. It's like a 1 pip gap without any wicks.
Oh yeah, I see that.
You see what I'm saying? That's weird.
Yeah. I still think it's going to keep going though. There's nothing stopping it too. 195.
Yeah, I think so too.
If anything, you might get a wick that comes down later to just fill it and then keep going, but I think GJ looks good. Yeah, GJ took its sweet time. I mean, the 5 minute on GJ looks, there's no gap on the 5 minute. I think it's just the 15 minute.
Oh, I don't know. I got a gap on my 5 too.
It just pulled back now too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get in it. It's just, I don't know. I'm not liking it.
I think it'll fill that wick on the 5 minute. And the 5 minute closed above resistance. And there's the wick fill. Ooh, and I just closed 1 pip on my FTMO account. Let's go. 1 pip, 1.2 pips profit.
You got in on GJ too?
No, I just had to take a trade on FTMO, so I just threw a buy in.
Oh, I got you. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, I still have to place trades for the last 3 days.
Oh, makes sense.
So I just put a 0.01, made 12 cents, closed my position.
Let's go.
We balling out here.
Highlight reel, baby. Let's go.
No, the highlight reel was GA. GJ is...
That GJ right there needs to be your highlight reel if you want to get followers.
Yeah. I won't hold my breath. But
yeah, I need him to get off. I don't even like the way this thing looks.
Yep, I'm gonna head off as well. Hopefully you guys learned something, made some money. If you liked it, subscribe. If you want to learn more, website's on the bottom left. Next session is Wicks Don't Lie. Just go to youtube.com/Wicks Don't Lie. I'm sure most of you know who he is, but he will be on to start the next session, and I will see you guys on Sunday.